Stupid Bitcoin is smarter than you think. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future of trading as we move past 2025 and beyond. The human brain cannot make a security call to any asset, but artificial intelligence can. The human brain gets addicted to verbal analysis. This is true in sports, betting, and trading. On any asset or time frame, artificial intelligence can plot a 90% or greater win rate. Addiction to verbal analysis can reduce the advantage artificial intelligence can give to you. This is also true of younger generations who get offended when their objections are overcome. Like a casino, the market maker does not change the game. They pay winners and exploit losers. Like sports betting, a set price is weighted by influencers who command money with authority. The problem is charts are not going to show you how the losers are exploited. The next problem is the market maker will stop hunt every trade entry. Causing even more problems are subscription prices and subliminal influencer control. However, coding problems are now solved using Six Sigma and Nicola Tesla's mathematical theory. Like the game of blackjack, the artificial intelligence keeps a card count on the deck or asset. Artificial intelligence ignores price action or emotion, just like a successful blackjack player. To be a better trader, do not take every trade indicated by the artificial intelligence. A blackjack player uses a minimum bet and leverage only when the count is in their favor. The market maker can stop out 9 levels of artificial intelligence, so new vector candles are needed. The vector candles identify 6 stages of buying volume, or 6 stages of selling volume, by color. Color plays a critical role alongside transparency. Therefore, your brain does less math. New to vector candles, but not to trading, is the award-winning wick retracement by Rob Hoffman. Six Sigma shows a 44% differential lives inside of both wick volume and moving averages. Vector candles essentially increased Rob Hoffman's success rate. But it's not enough. We must have visual indications for short and long trade liquidations. These liquidation points allow you to comprehend price action without mathematics. These points also allow you to profit when a vector candle liquidates trade entries. Because of transparency, false signals and super trade signals are easy to identify. Never before have artificial intelligence and vector candles merged to show profitability. Therefore, artificial intelligence in symmetry becomes your intelligence amplification. Meaning you will trade using your intelligence amplification, not artificial intelligence. You will use this information to profit as retail traders are getting liquidated. Ladies and gentlemen, please support this effort with your likes, notifications, and subscriptions. If you made it to this point in the video, you might have the willpower to trade this strategy. For the last 3 candles, the market maker may have stopped out trade entries. Now artificial intelligence wins the trade just after your attention span was depleted. There is not a trading course or trading group. Please keep your money for trading. Like this video and help power future designs for new, free, and open source indicators. Subscribe to this channel for live streams and give your performance feedback in the comments.
Stupid Bitcoin is smarter than you think. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Back when I first became owner of Mint Mobile, I promised one of our first and longest running customers what
Bitcoin hit $64,000 yesterday, and this is a historic moment for Bitcoin for multiple reasons. And today I'm going to be talking about my exact price prediction for Bitcoin for the rest of the year. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell. We are well on our way to 200,000 subscribers, and this is the channel that is telling you what the market is going to do before it happens. And a major, huge shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord, taking this very juicy long trade. Setup was given in advance in the Discord. We're currently up right now 573%. And the Casper Crew is crushing these charts. This is the long scalp trade that we gave this morning in the Discord. And of course, yesterday we were even giving short setups along the way. And you can see here the trades that we are taking are not only long trades, but short trades, racking up these juicy profits over here on my go-to exchange, MEXC, which literally has the best fees in the game, making scalping so profitable. When we look at Bitcoin from its inception, we see a pattern that repeats every single market cycle, which is after the big bull run, we form a base of support, and then we run up into the key fib level and we get a retest of that key support before the white line. Now the white line equals the Bitcoin halving, which initiates the massive bull run. We saw this happen in 2012. We saw this happen right here in 2016. We saw this happen right over here in 2019. And this time it is different. You always hear people say this time is different. This time really is different. When we look at the monthly chart, we're about to close in 10 hours and 56 minutes and 9 seconds at the making of this video. A giant monthly candle above the macro golden pocket from the bull market all-time high previously to the bear market low. We have never seen this happen before. This is what typically happens when we run into that golden pocket level. In addition, depending on where this monthly candle closes, we could see a close of 50%, maybe even higher, maybe even 60% on one monthly candle. The last time we saw a candle like that, remember, November 2017, what did we see here? We saw about a 70% candle. I mean, we're talking like straight on bull market mode right here with this candle. And it's not only the candles that are looking different, but it's also our indicators that are looking much more bullish than they usually do. Historically speaking, this is the last bull bear cycle. When we come up to that macro golden pocket retest, we print massively bearish divergences on market cypher B, where the momentum weights and the money flow are both getting lower as the price is getting higher, giving us the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, whereas the price is getting higher into key resistance, Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs are bearishly getting lower. Now, if we take a look at market cycle B at our present moment, as we hit into this area, we are actually seeing the opposite of a bearish divergence. We are seeing the money flow getting thicker right here. And if we even look at the weekly time frame, money flow is absolutely out of control. We are not seeing bearish divergence at all. In fact, we're seeing momentum getting higher. Why is this? Well, Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested, he went to prison, and if we look at his chest, we can actually see that he lost his man boobs. So instead of dumping down to South Carolina, we are currently more bullish than that time me and Carl from the Moon went to McDonald's to order a Big Mac.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
But not only have we broken out of the golden pocket, if we take a look at all the volume that Bitcoin has traded here, going all the way back to 2021, you can see that we have broken out above the value area high of this massive range. Now, that was coming in at about $56,000. And when we just look at this chart, we can see we do not have any pretty much resistance above us besides one level at around $65,500, which is the weekly order block that we made here at the open of the candle back in November 2021 here on the weekly time frame. What does this mean? This means as long as Bitcoin is holding above what used to be insane resistance, as long as it's holding above this level, $56,000, not only is more upside possible, but more upside is probable. We are most likely going to see a Bitcoin all-time high right here, which is absolutely insane because, again, we have not seen this since before the halving. So what am I looking at right now? Well, if we just pull our fib locally from where we're at right now and we kind of pull it up to this general area, we can see that not only is the value area high at $56,000, going to be our very key area of support, but it's also the Fibonacci golden pocket retest from the last low that we made last week in February from the long setup that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Shout out to the Casper Crew because we were bullish. We were looking at this candle saying this is very, very bullish looking, and then bam, off to the races. So this could actually make for a very nice long opportunity if we come back down to this level, maintaining the uptrend, allowing for a healthy retracement, because let's be honest, we very easily could see a lot of these longs get flushed out here, just kind of like what we saw yesterday, but then we could hold this key zone of support that could make for a very nice potential long opportunity in my opinion. But after that, we are going to be back in price discovery mode for Bitcoin. It feels like a long time ago that we were at all-time highs, and it feels like a very long time ago, especially if you're a trader. You know how it is. Bitcoin time, man, in Bitcoin time, it really does warp time, right? But it feels like such a long time ago that we were down below $20,000. So what are some of my targets for Bitcoin as we continue to move to the upside? Now, let me say this. If Bitcoin does lose $56,000, then obviously we can say maybe the bullish scenario is not really going to play out. But for me, 56K is the line in the sand. So where are some targets for this Bitcoin run to the upside? Well, what I like to do is I look at the last bull market and kind of use Fibonacci to get some price targets. What we're going to do is we're going to take a Fibonacci trend-based Fib extension tool, take it from the low of the bear market back in 2018 to the high of the bull market in 2021, and then to the low of the bear market in 2022. And this is actually going to give me some targets where I actually do plan to sell spot Bitcoin. Now, the first one is going to be the 1-to-1 Fib extension at around $80,000, $80,687, give or take. This is going to be our next major target for the Bitcoin price after we break that all-time high. And then my two next targets after that are going to be the 1.272 Fib extension and the 1.618 Fibonacci extension. This is coming in at around $100,000, around $97,000, $98,000, and then the 1.618 is coming in at around $120,000 Bitcoin. Are we going to see Bitcoin go higher than that? Well, my personal opinion is we're probably not going to see Bitcoin go higher than that. But if I'm wrong and we are going to see $250,000 Bitcoin at the 3.618 and we get another 300% move to the upside from where we're at right now, I'm definitely not going to be complaining here. But even if we hit my highest target that I'm expecting at around $120,000, that's still another 90% from where we are right now, almost a 2x from where we're at right now. Now, here's the way I deal with Bitcoin during these crazy bull markets. I made a post on Twitter yesterday saying, am I stupid? I just sold a bunch of spot Bitcoin. I bought it at $15,500. I sold it at $61,000. Of course, a lot of engagement on this post. People have a lot of different opinions, but here's the thing. You always hear people talking about DCA in the bear market. People are like, oh, just DCA, just buy the dip, just DCA. We want to have a whole bunch of Bitcoin for the next bull market. But you don't hear people talking about scaling out of a position. Scaling out is the opposite of DCA. It means as now we are pumping, instead of buying a little bit of Bitcoin, we should be selling a little bit of Bitcoin. Not all our Bitcoin, of course, not all our Bitcoin. But here's the thing. It's very, very difficult to time macro market bottoms and tops. The emotions run wild, and I know so many people who have bought and not sold and then held all the way back down. And this can, unless you're in it for like the next 10, 20 years, right, which is a respectable decision if you're making that investment decision. But for me, I take advantage of these 4-year cycles. I was able to hold and trade spot Bitcoin. This is how I was able to buy a homestead where I can now grow food and raise my own animals and live basically off grid. I'm totally on solar. I got my own water source, all that because of scaling out of Bitcoin positions while it was pumping. And here's the thing. Right now, if you were buying under $20,000, like we were in the Casper Crew, screaming at the top of my lungs, now is not the time to sell, it's the time to buy. We're currently up right now almost 300% on our investment. It is foolish not to take profits after a 300% move to the upside. Now, here's the thing. Do you sell all? Of course you don't sell all of it. Just like the way I trade, where I take a profit and move that stop loss to my entry and then I let the rest ride. Right? Just like right now, guaranteed to make at least $1,300 on the scalp that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord this morning. No matter what happens, making $1,300. But if it keeps running, I can make more and more and more. We should have the same mentality with our spot Bitcoin holdings. So what I plan to do is, yes, I have sold at this high. This is the previous all-time high zone. I've taken around 20% of my spot holdings out. And then as we come up, another 20%, another 20%, another 20%, and of course 20% each time gets smaller and smaller because I've taken out 20%. Meanwhile, I continue to stack Bitcoin through trading and stuff like that, and so I'm just realizing my profits as we come up. And I know I'm harping on this, but the reason I do is because I am a YouTuber, I have a Discord group, and I've seen so many people not realize the profits that they worked so hard for, that they spent so much time thinking about, investing and researching. And so I just kind of want to make this as a PSA for y'all, especially those who are newer to crypto, because let me tell you, as we pump, people are going to act like it's never going down. People are always going to be calling for higher. Even when the top is in, people are going to be calling for higher. All right. So that being said, guys, these are my targets for the Bitcoin price. That is it for today's video, guys. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super dang blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!
on the street says that retail is back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they're coming back fiercely. They're going to be buying Bitcoin. So you have to wait until the attempt towards the all-time high to be like, maybe. I think I should buy some Bitcoin. Are we going to see history repeat itself with Bitcoin taking an attempt towards the all-time high to only mark back? Well, in today's live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to understand why there is roughly around $60 million worth of Bitcoin stacked at this key 64K range. And an attempt towards that zone may likely trigger a huge move to the upside. So it's really important that we're going to be focusing on that today. We're going to be diving into what's going on X. It seems like altcoin season is only 2 days ago. We were like, nah, it's not there. But we're going to look at the old altcoin season indicator to verify if that's the case. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the usual routine, breaking down good old Bitcoin price action, and then that should lead us better into the day. But before we get into it, unemployment claims are coming higher. That's good news. I mean, looking at the way things are across the board, the S&P and the Nasdaq have taken a nice little flavoursome move to the upside, and they're only setting it up, in my opinion. This is the month-end candle, you know. Gonna close on strong, that's what we want, and Bitcoin needs to do the same thing too. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome to Traders Reality. My name is Tino. Like the stream, subscribe on the way out, please do, and then hit the bell just in case you don't want to miss out on flavor like this on a day-to-day. Twice a day we go live, ladies and gentlemen, through thick and thin, regardless of whatever's happening. So, firstly, I want to apologize for last night. I wasn't, I just went to town. But I hope it was impressionable and you learned a thing or two. So, let's get with the flavor, put the shades on. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Mad love to everyone passing through. FOMO is back, yes, Tony, that's correct. Do you like the thumbnail? You know, and I'm not shopping in Marks and Spencer's, Mark. But I like the touch there, though. Anyways, let's get with the flavor, guys. Here we go. So what we got going on? Well, before we look at Bitcoin, what do we mean by retail's back? Well, look, firstly, altcoin. Altcoin season is on the way. We're starting to see all these beautiful little bubbles. And then we've got this, yeah, man, this parrot. Like, this is exactly what I'm kicking. Well, come on. There we go. Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. You remember that Jim Carrey video? What is love? And he does that thing with the neck. That is so funny. That is the best. But it seems as though that the altcoin market is getting a lot of traction. We go over to the altcoin season indicator per se, and we are yet to really go into that. I mean, even if we refresh it, it's not really showing us just yet that we are in the altcoin game. Now, if we just go over to what's going on, Solana, oh my days, Solana bringing that flavor, and we always will see this. Usually you'll see the dominance of Bitcoin, it will start making a move. I mean, the volatility that hit Bitcoin, it just completely threw off the stock market. Like, it's been completely crazy. And what's more important is this. This article goes on to talk about, here we go. So it says, crypto hedge fund managers forego sleep to cope with market surge. So to summarize this, there was a crypto fund manager and he was about to make he was going to go on holiday or whatever it was. And he had to stop that because of the influx of people coming in to buy cryptocurrency, all right? He had to make sure that he was there to facilitate things. Back-to-back calls is what the article goes on to say. Where was it? I think it was, Richard Galvin's. I think it was Richard Galvin's, and he goes on to say, I was awake until 3 a.m. Thursday in Sydney watching the incredible run of Bitcoin, which, as sometimes happens, sucked the energy from the rest of the market. He goes on to say that Galvin coping with relentless crypto markets that never stop, even on weekends. The US is capturing greater Bitcoin volatility. And then he goes on to talk about how Jonathan, co-head of the asset management at Trevio Group, a Singapore-based company, he went on to say, we had to handle literally back-to-back calls with existing and potential, keyword, potential clients predominantly from Asia. So the dragon has woken, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Tokyo, Principal is looking to allow people to start trading cryptocurrency. Even China's starting to come in and be like, okay, we might actually relax the rules a little bit, which in principle is justifying why Jasmine has been just completely flying to the upside. You ever go look at Jasmine on this chart right here? Look at that. It's just been going crazy, mad movement. So we're now understanding that we're starting to see volumes. And look, it's the volumes coming from Asia maybe. And that's the cool thing about this, okay? But it's apparently still not FOMO yet. See, this is what I mean. We're always going to be, okay, is it going to happen? Are the bulls here? I mean, look, if we just go here, we can have a look. Check this out by Kevin Svensson. Mad love to Kevin Svensson. He said yesterday, Coinbase had a traffic surge glitch and he got his first phone call from an IRL friend about Bitcoin. Kevin goes on to say that retail is returning. When retail returns, it's bullish. Price goes up. When all of retail returns, the market is maxed out. Time is still on our side. This is very important because once the idea that retail's starting to come back into cryptocurrency, then we can assume that whatever's going on right now in crypto may continue to move up. Like that. That's the basis of it. Now we will never know fully if retail is here. Even if we go back into the trends reading on Google, we can see, where is my socials? Where is God, web traffic? Here we go. I believe the search, Google search volumes over here. All right, let me just pull that up for you and have a look at where we are together. Right, so we can't look. It's not there. The search volume's not there. Even if I go into all, it's not there just yet. Now, if retail is coming back in, is that the retail from existing cryptocurrency? In other words, the guys that were back in the day at the 2021 bull run, are they all coming back now? Have they managed to raise some funds to effectively say, you know what, I might even take another attempt at Bitcoin and buy it at the all-time high because it's going up now. It's bound to continue to go higher because if they can surpass the all-time high, then they're more than likely going to keep on going. Maybe 100K could be coming soon. That's how the retail trader is going to perceive this. And if we don't see the search volumes coming up in Google, that means the retail trader is not frantically typing to say, buy Bitcoin. How to buy Bitcoin? Where can I buy Bitcoin? How much is 1 Bitcoin? Can I sell my nan for 1 Bitcoin? Can I use my dog as leverage? Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what we've got. And they're not even typing anything else. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Coinbase, Uniswap, it's all at the lows. Okay, so we're not seeing it just yet. But like I said before, X itself will always be the place where crypto guys are going to be crypto guys. You can only expect them to say everything's bullish and everything's going up. Okay? On top of that, you got Morgan Stanley, of course, a few hours ago talking about looking for the chance of a Bitcoin spot ETF to its clients. Now, Vanguard is going to be experiencing a little bit of a backlash from its existing investors because if they're seeing everybody else's money going up and they're going to be like, hold on a second, why are you holding my money and not doing anything with it? But then saying that, looking at the S&P and the NASDAQ, we're not shying away from volatility. So it's like investors are thinking, okay, Bitcoin's moving up. Okay, ETF's doing really well, but I'm still making some decent cheese on my portfolio because stock market is going absolutely crazy. Okay? So this really does help us understand the general outlook that there is across the board. Now, when we go into the chart itself on Bitcoin, we then say to ourselves, okay then, is Bitcoin just going to continue to move up? Now, I've said this, I find that all-time highs, and I mean, guys, look at this, man. It is so close to it. And this is what I was talking about earlier on. Look at these orders. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm going to dive into this again, okay? There's a thing called bid and ask, okay? This is where people are happy to buy, bids, and offers, asks, is where people are prepared to sell. But trading practices and conventional wisdom in trading doesn't teach you that, even though it's there. It teaches you that when price is rising, you buy. Oh, really? Okay, cool. So at the all-time high of Bitcoin, where we saw wild surges of volume, why did it fall? Always gets me thinking, it really does. It's sarcastic, of course. In front of you, you can see the red shade area where this is where people are prepared to sell Bitcoin orders. Down below, you can see that we have a lot of people that are prepared to buy Bitcoin orders, okay? With any investment of your choice, you will always want to buy at the lowest price with the intention to sell it higher later on. And I've used this analogy before. You're not going to go into a